the manifestation of the Creator here in the physical realm as an opportunity to practice and develop your own sense of alchemy. To work with these energies. To be a master in physical form. As you realize more and more of the fluid nature of the physical reality where you can create a great paradise here in the physical realms. The days of trauma and drama are truly over. The days of trauma and drama are over here on earth. Supposed to be over. Now, what we create from here, of course, is our choice. Based on, our karma and the things we continue to give energy to and entertain, we can create more suffering. Just like many of our colleagues, our brothers and sisters around us continue to create more suffering from themselves. But once again, awareness is everything. Awareness is everything. You are becoming more and more aware that you're a spiritual being in the physical realms. But you have the ability to decide because you're becoming conscious of who you are as a spiritual being here in the physical realm. You're starting to recognize, oh my God, I have the ability to decide what is taking place. I don't have to listen to these people no more. I don't have to protect myself from this and that and all this stuff everybody talking about protecting myself from, or putting up guards and blocks, and I got to do this ritual and this meditation to make sure nobody come and get me, the boogeyman or the devil or the energy vampires or demons or Lord, the draconians and all this stuff. I don't have to protect myself from that stuff. I don't have to buy those ideas. I don't have to buy that stuff. Ain't no spiritual war going on and God fighting with himself and the devil fighting God and all. I don't have to accept that. That doesn't have to be my reality. I don't have to participate in all that drama. I get to choose. Now, granted, yes, those realities do exist. But do I have to participate as the creator? No, I don't. Because I recognize the absolute truth. The absolute truth. The absolute truth beyond all those lower planes of separation and fighting and drama and so on and so forth. There's a plane of absolute truth where none of that stuff is necessary. Some people are choosing to experience those dramatics because there's still distortions based in separation that they have to realize on their journey. There's still separated natures and things that they still have to recognize that is within their frequency range and comfort zone for them to recognize that there's a higher path beyond all that drama. Like life is a lot more intelligent than that. That doesn't have to be my reality. I don't have to participate and do a darn ritual for this and ritual for that and burn this and burn that because these people and these energies and these psychological such and such and all these different people, and I don't have to do all that. I got to pay for such and such one. He want to, I'll meditate for you for $30. I don't need you to meditate for me, dog. What you mean, $30? Oh, my God. This whole experience, right? This external illusion. Y'all crazy. When you look into the stars at night, do you see explosions and stuff blowing up all over the place? That's because the divine truth is peace. Harmony. Harmony. That's the truth. If it was about destruction and all this war stuff and all the other kind of jazz, you see a bunch of blowing up in the woods and all of the stars and all, like, warships going all over the place, all that chaos. You see all that, but that's not the truth. These are realities, or Lord playing the realities that we can create for ourselves. Yeah, we can, make good guys and bad guys, and it'd be this big old drama where we might ascend and we might not. We might be free or we might not. It depends on if these people unseal the indictments and such and such. That ain't the divine truth, the eternal truth. It's not the eternal truth. That is a temporary facade. And some people need that facade to establish a sense of comfort within themselves about life and the nature of existence. And not to say this is good or bad. I'm not even on that. We're not judging their experience. That's for them. But when you're evolved enough and you've experienced enough drama and you've been silent enough, you realize that all that's not necessary. All that hip and hollering and blowing up stuff and all that excitement. What Yoda said, a Jedi doesn't desire these things: excitement, adventure, and like peace. It's the inner state of a Jedi. Peace. Confidence. Once again, fear is at the foundation of all that aggression and fighting. That's where fear comes from. But we know that absolute truth is intelligent, love is intelligent, fear is ignorant. So why would that be there? All that destruction and fear, and we got to battle. No. We've been doing that for the last 13,000 years. You feel like we came here to ascend into another battle, into another fight. Now it's spiritual. Now we gotta put some onions next to the bed so nobody get us. Don't sleep with no clothes. Don't sleep with no clothes on, because the devils or the angels of lust will come and eat your butt. And what? What are you talking about? Oh Lord, we come up with all kind of stuff. Don't sleep with your clothes. Don't sleep naked, because they'll come and you don't want them to eat your butt, bro. What are you talking about? Oh Lord, that's not it. Here's the nature of the illusion. I'm going crazy. Here's the nature of the illusion. We created this external experience to continue to invite us back into this world, or the feeling that everything is limited, out of control, and we're somehow some victim or pawn to our experience. That's what we created. This idea, this external reality that will continue to entice us and invite us into the feeling of feeling limited and feeling like a victim and a pawn, and the government and these people control what you do, and they watch on your phone, and you need to watch out for this, and they putting this in the food, and so on and so on. It's a image, or a holographic image, that continues to try to get us to participate in that idea, to participate in the illusion. But there's a problem, and we're a victim, and we need to take all these precautionary measures and defend ourselves against this and that, and don't trust this person, don't trust these people, and they doing hexes on you, and you need to. Once again, the external illusion is inviting you constantly, trying to get you to participate in all that drama. And it's all an illusion. It's not real. As stated, it's a catalyst of our own capacity to expand and accept ourselves, our own capacity of courage and empathy and acceptance and compassion. That's what that is. It's not drama after drama after drama. All this stuff, all the darkness we see in others and our own mess is only for the purpose of us expanding our ability to trust, forgive, and accept ourselves and others. As long as we continue to remain present and give that energy and accept those experiences and recognizing that this is my design. I'm not a victim. This is not a problem. I'm not in trouble. Nobody can come and get me unless I give that idea energy. We stated this before in a transmission. You are literally the life force for all the darkness in your life. You are the life force of all the darkness in your life. It needs you. Without your energy, it does not exist. Without your energy, it does not exist. You have to agree or validate that energy for it to have an effect on you. You have to agree, accept, or validate that energy for it to have an effect on you. You are literally the life force of all the darkness in your experience. You. The moment you stop fighting, resisting, or putting up all this protection around yourself, you validate all this stuff with your protection. Programs. Absolutely, Damon. Programs. As you continue to protect yourself and put up this and put up that, you're validating that energy through protecting yourself from it. That means I recognize that that's there, so I need to protect myself from it. If you didn't recognize it, that it was there, or validated it, you wouldn't need to protect yourself from it because you realize that it's not real. I don't need to protect myself from something that ain't real. And yeah, it may seem real at first, and if it hurt, or you experience some physical pain, or there's a couple scenarios where you feel like, oh, well, it had to be that, because as soon as I did this, then I felt that pain again, and I felt I saw the images and all this stuff, and I felt like they were attacking me, and da-da-da-da. As soon as you start to protect yourself, or set up stuff, or do rituals to get that away from you, you validate that experience and assume that it's something outside of you. And we all know that there is no outside of you. There's only within you. Within this hologram. There's only within you. What you see and what you experience, all this stuff is within you. It ain't outside of you. You got to protect yourself or put up some wall energetically or spiritually to protect yourself from something outside of you. Beloved, everything is within you. This is a hologram. There's nothing that you see that's not within you. You can play games with yourself and continue to give energy to putting up all these blocks and doing all this stuff to ward off and get the monks to pray and all the other kind of stuff to protect you from yourself. But you're only giving energy to that which is not real. Newly awakened souls who just kind of starting to recognize that the unseen is there are attempting to protect themselves from themselves by doing all this ritualistic stuff and assuming that, oh, well, there's an unseen world, it's a spiritual world, but there's a war out there too, so, we got to do all this stuff and burn candles and incense and so on and so forth to protect ourselves from the other people, from the bad guys. There are no bad guys. God ain't got no opponent. God ain't got nobody to fight. But you have to be strong enough to recognize that. You have to be confident enough to recognize that. Self-aware enough to recognize that God ain't got nobody to fight. There's no one to fight. Archangel Michael ain't got nobody to fight. I'm the Prince of Peace. The Prince of Peace is on the battlefield without a weapon because there's nobody to fight. It's just about awareness and you recognizing that these illusions, all this stuff, it's not real. Warriors and all that's old news. Courageous souls don't fight in wars. Fearless souls don't fight nothing. We're defenseless because we're fearless. There's nothing to fight. There's nothing to fear, so there's nothing to fight. Fearless souls are defenseless. There's nothing to fear because there's nothing to fight. There's nothing to fight, so there's nothing to fear. That's what that means. This is the foundation of a fearless reality, a fearless soul. The archangelic energy. When we talk about this particular being, the Archangel Michael being, and it's like, well, he's the leader of all the angels and the one that's leading the army to fight. And once again, this is not an army of fighting. This is an army of divine truth. A light so bright that there's no room for no darkness, no room for fear or some idea of a devil. The light shines bright with fearlessness. Ain't no enemy, there is no room for no enemy when the light on. There's no room for no darkness when the light is on. That's how bright we shine. Exactly, he protects through awareness. Not through guarding you from some invisible something outside of yourself. That's not real. Once again, Archangel Michael, once again, I am Archangel Michael. We protect through awareness, through the divine truth. That's how protection is placed. But it's not us violating another person's free will. The individual has the ability to believe whatever they want. So they can call on me all they want to. But at the end of the day, I can't stop you from believing what you believe. If you feel like there's a boogeyman or somebody out to get you and you getting attacked and so on and so forth, there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that I can do. Because that's a violation of your free will. If you feel like, or you create, or you assume that there's someone that's going to attack you and is going to attack you, and you continue to entertain that idea, I can't stop you from experiencing what you need to experience, because that's the idea that you continue to feed or you continue to cater to. I can only shine the light of awareness, and that's that God does not have an opponent. There is no devil. As you accept and embrace that, and stop giving your energy to these illusions, of course these things will go away. These ideas of these illusions will stop bothering you. But that's an individual decision. That's a personal decision. When you call upon Archangel Michael, is there to shine the light of divine truth and get you, or allow you, or assist you in developing the confidence to trust yourself. It's attempting to get you out of your head about some things that some ideas that you fed into or created for yourself. Not to get around you and tell people leave you alone. You're the creator. Once again, you don't need protection from nothing. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And fear itself is the avenue in which you create distortions and suffering for yourself. Once again, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. When you entertain fear, whatever you fear will visit upon you. It's your energy. It's a catalyst of your own energy, which you use to create false realities appearing real, which you can only reverse engineer through recognizing that it was not true. That's how that works.